It happens. The moment everyone knew was coming. The plane has officially run out of fuel. We've reached the point of no return.
Can you imagine being a passenger on that plane? Suddenly, the captain's voice comes over the intercom, calm as can be, and he says it, the words you never, ever want to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, we have run out of fuel. We're going to make a crash landing. Just like that, the fear of the hijacking turns into the cold, hard reality that the plane is going down.
In that same announcement, the captain tries one last thing. He asks the passengers to react against the hijackers. But think about it. The phrasing is a bit vague, and everyone still thinks there's a bomb on board. So what happens? Nothing. The passengers are paralyzed by fear and confusion. The captain is still completely alone in this.
And then, one by one, the engines die. First the right, then the left. And suddenly, there's this eerie, deafening silence. This $40 million piece of advanced technology, this massive jet, it's now just a 100-ton glider, falling silently out of the sky.
But not all is lost. There's this incredible little piece of engineering called a ram air turbine, or RAT for short. It's basically a small propeller that pops out when the engines die. The wind rushing past it spins the blades, and that generates just enough electricity to power the most basic flight controls. It's not much, but it's something. It is literally the last line of defense, giving the pilot a sliver of control.
And this brings us to the crash itself, a tragedy that, unbelievably, was captured on camera.
So even as the plane is gliding towards the ocean, the hijackers are still fighting the pilot. Captain Abate actually manages to line the plane up with the runway on the nearby Comoros Islands. He almost made it, but at the last second, the hijackers wrestle with him for the controls. He loses sight of the runway, loses too much altitude, and now it's too late. The only option left is the ocean. Inside the cabin, another tragedy is unfolding. The crew gives a crucial instruction: put on your life jackets, but do not inflate them inside the plane. But in the sheer panic of the moment, many people did. And this turned out to be a fatal mistake. When the plane hit the water and the cabin started to flood, those inflated vests acted like buoys, pitting passengers against the ceiling, trapping them underwater.
So why was the crash so violent? Well, it comes down to physics. First, the engines on a 767 hang really low, so they basically acted like giant scoops, grabbing the water and pulling the nose down. Second, the left wing hit the water first, which sent the whole plane into a cartwheel. And finally, the speed was just way, way too high. The combination of these things just tore the plane to pieces. And just how fast are we talking? 370 kilometers per hour. To put that in perspective, that's over 100 kilometers per hour faster than a normal landing. Why so fast? Well, without engine power,